Hi there, my name is Eric Anderson, and this is my new YouTube channel, a new video. I believe this is my 13th video, and just for timestamps and dates, it's January 26, 2021, and it's about 2:12 p.m. This is my 13th video. I have 12 before here, so I want to welcome you to my new channel. And on this channel, I try to cover as many topics as possible because I'm kind of a jack of all trades kind of guy. And from one end of the spectrum to the other, like how-tos and how to format hard drives, and to composting, to design, to technology and science, and efficiency, research and development type stuff. And one of the videos, hopefully I'm going to do here pretty quick, and is why I have this equipment right here. I'm not trying to brag by any means or anything like that. I'm just trying to show you my equipment, because I already have a certain amount, and the bigger my channel gets, the better equipment I'm going to get, and give back to society and stuff like that. Hopefully bring you better entertainment, and everybody's happy, hopefully. And one of those things is gaming. I want to do gaming eventually too. I mean, I don't play it all the time, I don't game all the time, but when I do, I play for pretty long periods of time, what I consider like 8 hours or whatever. I get pretty hooked on that stuff. I am addicted. So anyways, I wanted to show you that I had to buy in order to be a quote-unquote real gamer, you have to have a computer that's set up for that stuff. And that's why I bought kind of I spent the money, and which I didn't have, on a custom built computer that holds it has a lot of inputs and outputs. And I bought that computer not only for gaming, but also for my music, which is the main topic I'm going to go over today. But first, I wanted to show you some of my equipment. I'm not, like I said, I'm not bragging. I'm just merely showing you some of my relics that I have. One of them for gaming is my top-of-the-line equipment, unfortunately, at least when it comes to this, is my PlayStation 3. Now, I bought this back in, I believe it was 2008, and it was a bundle of, I want to say, excuse me, sorry, Metal Gear Solid Sons of the Patriots. And this is an 80 gigabyte hard drive, and it's one of the original, first PlayStation 3's that there were, and it was pretty expensive back then. And I have some time on it, but not like a ton of time, but pretty decent amount of time. And as you can see, still works, still looks good. But I don't think they support it anymore for some reason. Oh well. I'll just have to go get the PlayStation 5 one of these days, I guess. So anyways, and then you got to have a computer if you're gonna to run with that, quicker graphics, I guess, in order to game online and stuff like that. So, but anyways, I set this up with more inputs and stuff like that so I would have extra hard drives capabilities. Not only for gaming, but also hard drives and business and stuff like that. So I got I want to say had more memory or something in it like that, and more inputs and outputs. And the reason being is, if you can see it, I have about 5 hard drives connected to my computer right now. I have about 2 more, I think, but I didn't want to connect those because it has kind of, personal information and stuff on it. I didn't want to blast it over the internet. stuff like that. But it can actually have approximately 7 hard drives at least. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 hard drives at once hooked up to it. All at the same time. I didn't think about that before. I didn't think I had that many. But I do that because for this, for instance, there is since it's pandemic time right now, people are kind of going stir crazy, got cabin fever and stuff like that. And they're kind of looking back at the past, I guess, and feeling a little bit nostalgic. Well, I'm that kind of person anyways. That's why it's taken me so long to jump into the next millennium, so to speak, and get up to date with technology. But one of the popular things apparently now is people going out and buying up like 8 tracks and vinyl records and tapes and CDs. And that brought me to a subject that I kind of wanted to touch on for a long time now, is I believe that people have been getting ripped off for 10, 20 years at least now, because of the formats that manufacturers, like for instance video games and stuff like that. These guys give the option to have high quality music support on the video game systems, and I haven't been on this trend for a while, and trying to enlighten people that there's better stuff out there, and one of those things that I'm trying to touch on is for instance, like I know that there's at least 3 different formats of music that you can rip on your computer and listen to. And I'm going to go from the smallest amount, or actually I should say the least quality to best quality. And the least quality is, believe it or not, one of the least qualities is MP3's, what people have been buying for over 10, 20 years now. And essentially consumers have been being ripped off by these manufacturers, who not only cut the music, the sounds out of music that was originally recorded. I don't know why, because they supposedly said that we cut out all the stuff that the human ear can't hear, and I think that's a bunch of crap, because when Jimi Hendrix and the Doors and Wiz Khalifa and Pantera and Metallica and whoever recorded these albums, they intended for people to be able to hear all the sounds and stuff that they recorded, But for some reason, the manufacturers try to cut out the sounds that the human ear can't hear, and some of that stuff, I'm sure, is the stuff that the original artists wanted for people to hear. And for instance, like MP3's, supposedly by cutting out the sounds the human ear can't hear, like me, I listen to MP3's, and to me they sound like crap, especially in earphones anyways, or headphones, sorry. They sound real tinny and stuff like that. They sound real weird, because here's one of the things. I can actually hear bats. I can hear bat sonar, or bat squeaks, whatever they want to call it. So when they do MP3's, they cut that stuff out, supposedly. And I want to be able to hear that stuff, and it sounds like crap to me. So anyways, that's what the MP3's format, MP3 formats, which take up a lot of space, compared to the other formats that I'm going to tell you about. The middle one that I know of is it's called WMA-VBR 240 to 355. Okay, WMA is Windows Media Audio. VBR, I believe, is variable bit rate, and it goes from, you can make it larger or smaller, from 244 bit rates, I believe, to 355. Okay, and people really don't use those. I really don't use them, but I still rip that format too. I rip all three, just so I can have all formats at all times. Okay, the best one that I believe is out, that at least is out there and has been out there for some time, that I wish people would. I'm trying to start a trend with this because I'm tired of seeing people get ripped off by this stuff, and they're essentially listening to low quality music. I'm trying to push the highest quality music that there is, or that I know of, and that's called WMAP 192. Now, you can hear all kinds of stuff in the background with this stuff. The stuff that was you were intended to hear, and no one messed with it. You know, but here's the doozy, is that, okay, like say you have 10 MP3 albums that you ripped and put on a memory card, okay? In MP3 file. Over here you can actually rip 20 albums instead of 10. 20 albums, twice as much approximately, with better quality. So it not only takes up half the space as these, it's twice the quality music too, essentially. So it's kind of crazy not to make this into a trend and make it popular, because especially times during like the pandemic, when you're in your house all the time, no one wants to hear crappy music. They want to hear good music, man. You know? So that's what I'm trying to be the leader of the brigade or whatever of good music. And like I said, I have about 400 albums that I've had since at least like late 90s that I've kept. And just essentially what I do is I buy them, I bring them home, I rip them in like 3 different formats to all my drives. I separate them, make it easy as possible. And that way I have all 3 formats, but the best format I personally listen to is WMAP 192. So when I go into my hard drive, I click on WMAP 192 and I have a rockin' good time, or whatever, rapping good time, it doesn't matter. Jazzing good time. So anyways, I just wanted to show you oh, and I forgot. I'm going to show you how you do that. This is just Windows, okay? I'm going to show you how to do this stuff. Let me pick this camera up and show you how you get into this. So you go up in here. Oh, first things first, I'm going to show you all my hard drives that I have hooked up right now. You click in here and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus all the other drives that are in the computer already. So see, these are all empty right now, unfortunately, because I just formatted them. Because of the 2 that were failing and stuff, I just decided to clean up everything, but it's alright. I have copies of the music and everything else. So anyways, that's what my computer looks like. And we're going to exit out of that and to go into Windows Windows Media Player, excuse me. I have allergies, so you go down here to the start, you click it, and then you go over here, scroll down, and look for Windows Accessories. You look for the drop down, or the arrow for the drop down menu, left click it, scroll down until you see Windows Media Player. You click on that, okay? And this is what your Windows Media Player looks like for all those of you that haven't seen this before. And so anyways, what'll happen is you'll put your CD in your disk drive or your DVD drive, whatever it is, and then. But the thing is, it'll ask you, do you want to start ripping it? And you have to set like the format and everything, and in the type of music, and you have to list the name of the CD, and you have to manually put in the names of the songs, the dates, the genres, and it will eventually you'll start ripping it or whatever, and it's pretty cool. It takes quite a while, but it's kind of nice to have. You know, I like quality music. It's worth it to me to take my time. So anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. Okay, and so that's all you do when you want to rip your music. And like I said, I would recommend ripping it in all three formats, but especially WMAP 192. It's like one of the top, if not the top quality music out of all those different formats. And I love it. So I just wanted to show you this. And you know, I wanted to ask you, you know, can you please, when you watch my videos and visit my channel, again, the name is Eric Anderson. You'll see my ugly face on the pictured on it. You just click on it or whatever. And please, when you visit my channels, can you please subscribe, if you will, give it a thumbs up. And I have started a Patreon account. Please donate into that account. That way I can bring you bigger and better videos. Okay? Like I said, I'll invest in it. You can already see I'm already starting. Next thing is videos and audio and stuff like that. Better quality. So yeah, just support my channel and hope to see you soon. Remember, I got 12 videos before this one. I'll see you when you get there. Let's fire this stuff up.